The realities of two worlds are well established in the scriptures beyond reasonable doubt. Even unbelievers are beginning to admit that there are forces controlling the world beyond what we can see. They may call it other dimensions or parallel universes, but we as Christians know that it is the spirit realm that they are referring to. The spirit realm is real. It is vastly bigger than the physical world, and as a matter of fact, the spirit world is not only responsible for the activities that takes place in the physical world, but it also controls it. Well, our focus for today is not the spirit world in general, but the world of demons. Evil spirits or demons can possess people, dwelling within them and controlling them, but not just people, even animals. The perfect example of this is when Jesus delivered a man in Gadarenes. The demons spoke to Jesus, and the conversation went the following. Matthew 8:29 through 32. And behold, they cried out, saying, What have we to do with thee, Jesus, thou Son of God? Art thou come hither to torment us before the time? And there was a good way off from them a herd of many swine feeding. So the devils besought him, saying, If thou cast us out, suffer us to go away into the herd of swine. And he said unto them, Go. And when they were come out, they went into the herd of swine. And behold, the whole herd of swine ran violently down a steep place into the sea, and perished in the waters. There are people who find it hard to believe that demons are real. Demonic possession is very real, and the Bible establishes it. Quite a good number of times in the New Testament, Jesus had to deal with demons, even in some instances when it came to healing the sick. Demonic possession is very real, and the Bible proves that beyond reasonable doubt. There is nowhere in the Bible that tells us that demonic possession stopped when the Bible was written. If it happened then, it is still happening now. Satan's kingdom is highly organized and well-oiled and cohesive. Demons work together. They are unified against humanity. Look at what Jesus said in Matthew 12:43 through 45. One evil spirit will go get 7 more evil spirits to come live in a person. Demons work well together. Their egos don't get in their way of their objective. Jesus said in Matthew 12:25, Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. Satan's kingdom is not against itself. They are unified and determined to take as many people with them to hell. Look at how unified they are. We know the story of the man with a legion of devils. Listen to the confrontation between Jesus and the legion of devils. Mark 5:6 through 9. But when he saw Jesus afar off, he ran and worshipped him, and cried with a loud voice and said, What have I to do with thee, Jesus, thou Son of the Most High God? I adjure thee by God that thou torment me not. For he said unto him, Come out of the man, thou unclean spirit. And he asked him, What is thy name? Here's what I want you to pay attention to. And he answered, saying, My name is Legion, for we are many. Did you notice how he went from singular to plural? My name is Legion, for we are many. They are united. Please note a legion is between 3,000 and 6,000 devils. This should tell you something about the human capacity. Let's just put that in context. One man was able to house at least 3,000 demon spirits, and there are secret groups and secret societies which are led by demonic spirits. I remember reading an article on a Christian website of a young woman and her testimony. This young lady began to see a tall shadow standing in her room at night, and she was scared and afraid of it. She struggled to sleep at night because of this. This shadow just started to appear out of the blue. She hadn't been involved in any unusual evil rituals or anything along those lines. Just one night, this shadow began to stand at the corner of her room. She even tried to sleep at hotel rooms or at friends' houses, and this shadow would appear at night and just stand there watching. And when she was telling her friend what was happening to her, her friend invited to join a secret group and told her that they can cast spells so that she can be protected from that shadow figure which was following. This young lady did just that. During her time with this group, she got more and more involved. And each time she got deeper into this group, that dark shadow and figure would disappear. And then after a while, it would start showing up in her life again, which would force her to go even deeper into the teachings of this group. and this process repeated itself over and over again. What this young lady did not know is that you can't fight darkness with darkness. Mark 3:24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. What this young lady did not know is that you can't fight evil with evil. All kinds of demonic manifestations were happening in her life, but it would only happen between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. She would explain that the dark figure would pull out of the bed at night. She was so terrified of sleeping at night that she would sleep during the day and would be awake at night, scared of that shadow in her room. Not only did she see that shadow, but it got worse and worse, and she would literally see portals in her house, and unclean spirits would be traveling in and out of her house. And one day she heard a knock on the door by a young Christian couple who came and preached to her. Literally from that day, she cut all associations with the group, and that dark figure never came to her again. Fast forward 4 years later, the friend who introduced her to this group came and confessed that she was the one who cast spells so that the shadow figure would appear in her life. The point of telling you this article is to highlight the point that the devil, he will do anything to pull you deeper into him. Demons have the power to possess, and they can inflict someone with pain. They can make one see horrible things. Both angels and demons have the power to cause the supernatural to happen. We see in the book of Revelation where angels cause a great deal of occurrences to happen here on earth. Angels and demons can directly affect this world. Look at what the devil did to the life of Job. The demons can also do something extraordinary. Acts 16:16 KJV. And it came to pass, as we went to prayer, a certain damsel possessed with a spirit of divination met us, which brought our masters much gain by soothsaying. This girl was possessed by demons and was able to do this. They were using this girl to make money. Paul cast the demon out of this girl. This is just to let us know that some things happen on earth are just the works of angels or demons. They could make things happen in supernatural ways. The ghosts that people claim they are seeing are not the people who have died. They are demons appearing like that. Demonic influence is a real thing. After people do something horrible or extremely out of character, haven't you ever heard people say, "I don't know what came over me"? And a great deal of these people don't know what came over them. They are honestly telling the truth. We as Christians, you and I, should know that there is a spirit world that exists around us. And we don't only live in a world of humans, but a world of spirits. You see some people committing some acts and you wonder how anyone could do something so evil and mean as such. The spirit of lust is in control of some people's lives, and they are driven into different kinds of immoralities. What would have pushed people into these evil actions if there is no spiritual force behind it? People are no longer ashamed to do evil in broad daylight. Every human you see is a house for a spiritual being. You can never remain empty. Demons always want to forcefully find their expressions through humans. Man cannot survive independently of a spirit. You cannot shut the door of your heart or life from a demon intrusion. The only thing you can do is to ensure that the Holy Spirit is occupying your heart. Once your life is filled with the Holy Spirit, no demon can indwell in you. 1 Corinthians 3:16 through 17 says, "Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you? If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy. For the temple of God is holy, which temple ye are."